I just helped this creator, and this creator get over 10,000 followers on TikTok in just a 24-hour period. And by the end of this video, you're gonna know what kind of content you need to create, what settings you need to turn on, and what features you need to use to skyrocket your growth right now on TikTok. Change number one is you need to make sure that you begin ranking for 2026 search terms on TikTok right now. I cannot emphasize how important this is because more than ever before, people aren't going to Google to search for things. People aren't going to YouTube to search for things. Instead, they're going to TikTok in order to search for things because they want to learn about things and get real people's opinions, real people's feedback immediately. And if you are able to rank for these terms, guess what's going to happen? It's going to not only increase the views that you get on TikTok, because when you rank for search, you get views 24/7, 365, so long as you continue to rank. In addition to that, if you're in TikTok's Creator Rewards program, they actually pay you more money for creating posts that rank for search. So this is a win-win. You could end up reaching the correct audience, getting a lot of views and a lot of followers from this, but then also getting paid more money from TikTok because their monetization program actually pays more money for those types of views. And the way that you're gonna do this is very simple. You need to determine the top 10 to 20 search terms that your ideal audience is going to be searching for, and then you want to create content where that search term is in the hook, it's in the description, it's in the voiceover, and people are commenting about that thing. Because then what's going to happen is your video is going to rank for search, and TikTok is going to say, hey, this is the most relevant video on this topic. And if you begin to make 2026 content today, it is going to help increase the odds that you actually end up ranking for search, because on top of having the correct metadata, one of the other biggest qualifiers that TikTok is actually looking for is content that is relevant. And by default, you making 2026 content is going to be relevant, because what you're going to find right now, because it's November 15th today, is that you are going to see more and more people talking about 2026, which is going to change the relevance over on TikTok search. So if you make that type of content, it's going to increase your reach. Change number two is going to be two things that you need to make sure that you are not doing. The first one is do not use more than 3 hashtags on TikTok right now. Instead, the maximum number of hashtags you want to be using is 3. The reason for this is because after you use more than 3 hashtags, TikTok isn't even taking them into consideration. So you want to make sure that you just use the biggest, you just use the largest, you just use the most relevant hashtags for whatever you are posting about. In addition to that, another trick right now that's working really well on TikTok is if you post a story, but in specific, something very specific to your story, you need to do a 4-photo grid to your story, upload that, and then you post your content on TikTok. It's going to increase the views that you get on the post. And the reason for this is because TikTok is trying to push out a brand new feature that they just came out with. And if you know anything about TikTok, every time they come out with a new feature, the creators that adapt to that new feature and adopt that new feature end up getting more reach. And this is your opportunity to take advantage of this right now, because it's working right now, but it's probably only going to work for the next few weeks. Change number 3 is you need to make sure that you are only posting about content that is trending in your niche. Now I know what you're thinking, Rob, how on earth am I supposed to stay on top of what's trending in my niche? I've got 100 things going on in my life. The last thing I want to do is look for 30 minutes, 40 minutes a day to try to figure out what's trending in my niche. Well, lucky for you, a brand new AI tool just came out. And this is actually the first tool ever that allows you to see exactly what is trending in your niche almost immediately. And it's always things that are actually trending, AKA that are getting people views in your niche right now. Not posts that worked last year, not posts that worked in 2023, posts that are working right now. And if you simply just recreate these posts, it's going to skyrocket the odds that you end up going viral and getting a lot more followers. Now that brand new AI tool that I'm talking about is called ContentBuddy.ai, and they make it 10 times easier to go viral on Instagram and TikTok with AI. So basically this is what's going to happen. You're going to come over to ContentBuddy.ai. You are going to see that they have discovered trends in your niche right here. You could do it for TikTok or for Instagram. You're simply going to click on this, fill out some information about exactly what your niche is, and then from there, you are going to get an email in 3 to 5 minutes that literally tells you everything that is trending in your niche. Look at this. I typed this in for my AI channel. If we come over to TikTok, we could actually see that I've been implementing this, and it's allowed me to gain over 145,000 followers. And look at this right here. This video, viral. 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 This has allowed me to discover exactly what is trending in my niche right now. That's actually getting views today, not just random posts that may have gotten views in the past but aren't getting views anymore. And the best part about Content Buddy is you could go to the pinned comment below and get started with it today for only $1. Please don't let $1 be the difference between you going viral on TikTok and getting the reach that you want, or you continuing to flop because you just don't know what you're posting about. Not only is this going to show you exactly what is trending, they also have a ton of other AI tools that you're going to get access to that make it so you spend less time creating TikTok content and more time getting the followers and views that you actually deserve. Change number 4 is you need to make sure that you are only using very specific color of text on your screen. I know that this might sound crazy, but the color that you're choosing to use could be the thing destroying your reach. Let me explain. Okay, so if we come over here, I want you to notice something. If we look at all these videos, 8 million views, 1 million views, 900,000 views, 400,000 views, what do you all notice? They have only a few different colors of text on the screen. I use a red, I use white, and I use 2 shades of blue. Now, you might think that I'm crazy, but let's come over to the For You page, and I bet we see something very similar. Black and white. If we scroll down, red. If we scroll down, red. If we scroll down, black and white. If we scroll down, this has a purple underneath, but black and white, black and white. And as we can see, also this blue color right here. So literally every single video that we just looked at went through and matched exactly what I'm talking about, because this really matters, because the TikTok algorithm is going to be looking at this in order to determine who to show your content to. And as we can see, if we keep going through, we're going to keep finding that same exact thing. So you using any other type of color other than black or white, then red, and some type of shade of blue is going to actually decrease your reach, and it's a complete waste of time, because you could take a perfect video, a video that would have otherwise gotten a lot of views, and end up destroying it simply because you put the wrong color text on it. Now, change number 5 is that the comments that you're getting on your post really matter. In the past, you just wanted to get as many people as you could to comment on your content, but that's not how TikTok works anymore. Yes, getting more comments does lead to more views, but more importantly, you need to make sure that people are commenting whatever the keyword that your video is about, or whatever the topic that your video is about. For example, if you're making a video about ChatGPT, you want people to comment ChatGPT. If you're making a video about getting in shape for winter, you want people to comment things about getting in shape, because what TikTok algorithm is now doing is they're looking at the keywords that people are commenting and what types of comments people are leaving in order to determine whether or not your content is actually relevant and whether or not people are actually interested in your content. So if you want to increase your reach right now, you need to get people to follow you after watching your content. You need to get people to comment after watching your content. And most importantly, you need to get people to watch all the way through to the end in your content. The only way that you're going to do this is you need to keep rehooking people every 3 to 7 seconds. I know that sounds like a lot, but you need to be adding in transition phrases. You need to be adding in clip changes. You need to be adding in things that allow somebody to not get bored and want to continue to watch that piece of content that you are uploading. And then once you actually finish whatever you have to say on TikTok, you need to end the video right there. Now, if you want to grow faster on TikTok the same exact way that I helped this creator do it, this creator do it, and this creator do it, I want to work with you one-on-one and help you grow faster on TikTok. I literally want to tell you exactly what to post, how to edit your content differently, what keywords you should be ranking for, and everything that you could ever think of in order for you to grow faster on TikTok. Because here's the deal. You're only one post away right now from completely changing your life, and TikTok's only going to continue to get bigger and bigger in 2026. So now is the opportunity for you to take advantage of this. If that sounds interesting, well, please check out this video right here that walks you through the 3 different ways that we can work together one-on-one and I can help you grow faster. I'll see you over there.